Hello, I am the goddess of authenticity and I'm glad you're here. This is my foster dog, Emma. She's very sweet. She is deaf and blind and had some tumors removed. So she's still healing, but she's a very precious, sweet puppy. Old 10-year-old puppy. So today I'm going to be talking about my service dog who passed away, and I need support to get another service dog. So if you're available to donate to my fundraiser, I would really appreciate that. Even if you can't donate, if you could just spread the word that, there's some chick who needs help getting a psychiatric service dog, that would be greatly appreciated. Content warning, this is going to have some discussion of grief and medical conditions, and that might be pretty hard to hear. So I had a service dog named Charlie who was absolutely amazing, and he was my psychiatric service dog who helped with PTSD and bipolar symptoms. He was very good at his job until he got sick. And first I want to start off by saying that I did everything wrong when I got him. I did minimal amount of research, which at this point I recognize was like super irresponsible. At the time I didn't know, so live and learn. So I did this research on getting a psychiatric service dog. I spoke to my mental health team and kind of jumped into just getting a dog. And what happened was I didn't do any temperament testing. I didn't do any health screening. And the trainer I was working with at the time, well, one, just in general, was a terrible trainer, but also told me that he could help with task training, and he had no idea what he was doing. So did everything wrong. Anyways, so I noticed that he was starting to have some issues, so I took him to the vet, and the vet said he just had allergies. And I thought, okay, well, change his bathing frequency and make sure he has appropriate food and see how it goes. So things were okay for a while, and he was doing really well with training, he was doing really well working, and then he got very sick. And what happened was, in the middle of the night, I woke up to the sound of him vomiting, and he threw up over and over and over again for, I think it was about 2 hours. It was like he had nothing left in him, but somehow some kind of bile would come up. And anyway, so I took him to the emergency room, and they gave him medication. When we got there, he was still throwing up all over the floor, and there wasn't a whole lot that they could do, so I took him to his normal vet in the morning, and she recommended he go to the ICU. He was in and out of the ICU and the ER for several weeks, and I realized I was keeping him alive for me and that he was really suffering. So I needed to make the decision to put him to sleep. On February 8th, 2020, he passed away. And I knew pretty early on that I was not ready for another service dog, but I did need something because right after he passed away, COVID happened, and I wasn't able to connect with my support group, and I was signed up to join a grief support group, and they emailed me and said they weren't taking anybody new until after COVID, so I don't even know if or when I'm going to be able to join that that group. So I felt very isolated, and grieving alone is very hard. So I started fostering dogs like Emma, who's this very precious doggy right here on my lap. And what I experienced through fostering was the ability to process piece by piece by offering a safe place for dogs in need. As a result of my unique experience having a very sick dog, I'm available to foster high needs dogs, and I have to say that fostering truly has been an absolute privilege. It is an honor to be entrusted with another being's life. I'm lucky enough to be in a position where I have the capacity to foster, and I am extremely grateful for that. Not only is it an honor and a privilege to foster, but it is very fun because I get fun, silly dogs and we get to do cool things. If you want to learn more about my fostering journey, I have a video on why I foster. Feel free to check that out. Anyways, so about 9 months after I started fostering, I started to consider, think about what would it be like, what would it feel like to have a service dog again. This time around, I want to do things right. So I want to make sure that I have a healthy dog, and I want to make sure that I am set up for success as a handler. So what that looks like for me is I searched and found an ethical breeder at Doodle Mania in the state of Maine. I had contacted so many places, and just my interactions with them were really not positive. So anyway, so I found this place and I told them what I needed, what I was looking for, and they explained their process, how they do temperament testing, and the type of training that they do with the puppies when they're teeny tiny. Having a place that can help set up a dog for success is crucial. So I found this breeder, start training right away. I found a local trainer in my area who specifically works with service dogs. I did owner training first time around, and I do intend to do owner training again, but having a professional be there and support me, it is very important. So what I need is financial support to get another service dog. If you're available to do that, I would greatly appreciate it. If you're not available to do that, that's totally okay. Please feel free to share this with other people and just say, hey, this chick needs help getting a psychiatric service dog, and just spreading the word. So thank you so much for your time. I thank you. Emma thanks you. She says thank you, thank you, thank you. Is it very cute puppy? Yes, you are. I hope you have a good day. Thanks.